Assalamualaikum mbokk yi ñu ngi leen a nuyu di leen dalalaat si beneen jotaay yi Gambia Football Show on the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel. As you know, every Sunday, me and Coach Che, we have our jotaay dañu am fi suñu jotaay bi discuss yëngu-yëngu Gambian football. Week bi nag Gambian football was very very intense, was very very interesting. We played the African Cup of Nations under 20 finals. Unfortunately, the results did not go our way. But I think everybody is proud of what the boys did in that competition. So tey nag ñu ngi leen amal a general discussion, reaction on that tournament as a whole and the performance of the boys, the finals, and also other aspects of that competition, as well as our local league, which we always do, update on the GFF leagues, and also we look at our Gambian foreign-based players who are playing their trade in different parts of the world outside the Gambia. Tey nag ñu ngi leen amal fii nii a very special guest. As you can see, I have two coaches on my side. Usually, my co-host, Coach Che. But today we are joined by another coach, Coach Seydou, who is the assistant coach of Team Rhino, a team in the GFF leagues of the Gambia. And but first of all, before we give our guest the floor to introduce himself, let me just give my co-host, Coach Che, mu nuyu mbokk yi. Coach, nuyu naa la nu fa demee.
Jaama fay naa la bu baax a baax di la delloon ziar di nuyu Seydou dafa ne welcome to the Gambia Football Show brought to you by Jollof Football Bantaba tey moom dama kontaan trop because ki fi nekk tey Thiam suñu gan bi tey dafa nekk ku sori si man xam ne he is very special to me xam nga ku ma respect ku am future si Gambian football parce que ku bëgg li moo def gëm li moo def xam nga waaw te nekkoon suma classe mi tamit nekkoon suma groupe mi in fact ñu naan suñ
Yeah.
Say Seydou, welcome to the. In fact, Chama, let me do the introduction, okay? Because he's my guest, not your guest.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seydou, you are welcome to the Gambia Football.
So.
Yes, Seydou.
Yeah.
Now we will give you the floor to say a little bit about yourself. As I say, you are a coach, a C license coach holder, similar to Coach Che, who is coaching for Team Rhino as the assistant coach at the moment. Can you tell us a little bit about a brief history about your coaching career and yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I was born in Sukuta and grew up there. Started playing football there. Went to the academies that were playing there. So at the later part, I was a bit of a skillful player. I'm not sure I could make it into professional. So due to school and other things, so I decided to help my friends to become footballers. So I was more on the sideline. I was playing at the same time coaching. So as time goes on, I developed that passion to become a coach. So from there, we have a team that is going to the Narratan. So we form a team that the youngest team ever in Sukuta. So we went to the Narratan, and from there I joined Team Rhino at the third division, second division, now fourth division.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. That's a wonderful journey, and this is what we want. Like I was so impressed when I went to the GFF page and I saw the list of coaches. Your name of course is there. Coach's name is there. I saw the list, and we're having a good list of coaches who are having all the the qualifications required to, because of course you need the papers, but also you need the experience, which you guys are doing very well in. And I hope you guys continue, and I hopefully you guys will make a good impact in the football scene. But as we say, today is a show on the it's the Gambia Football Show where we discuss about the Yengu Gambian football. And week bini we had a big Yengu Gambia Senegal, which is massive. This is the first time ever in African African football context, like CAF context, where Gambia and Senegal have played like a finals at this level. So it was massive for the Gambia. Of course, Senegal football has progressed to a level now that it is aspiring. Any country in Africa, not just the Gambia, but the whole continent of Africa, they look up to Senegal, where they have been and the journey they have took with their teams, their various youth teams to get to this level. So it is not the worst thing for a Gambian team to lose to the Senegal team at the end of the day. Of course, we lost the final, which we are very, very disappointed. I'm really disappointed with the performance. I'm really disappointed with the results. But at the end of the day, we lost to a team that was better than us. And yeah, Senegal. What is your overall reaction after the game, Coach Edu, from the like yesterday? How did you feel? Coach Edu, can you hear me?
Yeah, okay. You're talking about me? Okay. Yeah. I would say that. I would say that is. You know, I was a bit realistic before the game. I was thinking that we could surprise Senegal, like we surprised many others. Like we won them in the WAFU in 2020, I think, in the final. So I believe that we could have something against them. But I also put Senegal as the favorites of the tournament. So I was a bit maybe disappointed about we couldn't have like chances or maybe certain targets. That I wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah.
But the results, I would say that I would like Gambia to win, and I will be very proud to see them overcoming Senegal. But I was a bit expecting that Senegal, the powerhouse. So it's sad though when you are a Gambian and then Gambia lose. But I understand football in a more contest now. Senegal is more realistic to win this year.
Yeah.
They're the favorites.
We have to put it into context. That's exactly the thing, because like at the end of the day, it is about levels, right? Gambia is still taking some steps, but we have not get to where we are. And Senegal right now, they are at the peak of their powers, and they are even getting better. So it's not just Gambia. Like I say, the whole continent of Africa look up to Senegal at this moment in time. They are the best team. They are the African Cup of Nations champions, the senior team. They are the CHAN champions, and now they are the under-20 champions. So this is not a team that you would expect. Even in my video I shared, it was like they are the favorites, but it's football at the end of the day. You never know what's going to happen. But now I will give Coach the floor to give us his reaction, general reaction of the game before we look into the details. Coach.
Ciao, mo ñu si ana la ñu si olof.
Foo buggee rek ñëwal. It seems we lost Coach there. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the network.
Maybe the network is a network issue. But let me go back to you. The game was 2-0 at the end of the day. It was 2-0 to Senegal.
Yeah.
Goals, 2 goals from two-headed goals, I would say. One was from open play, and the second one was from a set piece. But I was a bit disappointed with the second goal. But what did you make of the 2 goals that the Gambia considered in that context? Like, they were good goals, I would say, on Senegal's part. But if you view it from the Gambia point of view, I think the second goal was a bit poor to concede. Even the first one was a bit poor to concede. What did you make of those 2 goals?
Yeah, I feel that in modern football, set pieces or crosses are always advantageous to the opponent side, to the attacking team. Sorry. Because if we can recall back in the AFCON, Gambia were playing good. I think we only considered a penalty before our game against Cameroon, and all of the goals came from headers. Then they jet into the side and then cross it, and then they have it. It's very, very hard to defend it because of defenders have to be turning, twisting, screening all over, and there's just some meters, and the attackers have to get the ball from there. I once recall it back. The technical director Sandong, who mentioned to us, he said that Gambians, we are having sorry to say that in public. I hope so. The opponent will not get this from us, and I hope so. Gambians, we will improve on it. But he said that Gambians are having problems in heading and stuff like that. But I hope that we can improve on that, on those things.
Yeah. Especially when it comes to the second goal, for me personally, it was very hard to take. Because if you watch the game, the first half, I think it is easy to see that Senegal were a much better team in terms of football. But if you look at the goal we conceded, it was not about who was better. It was more about who was more ready to win the ball, especially the second one. Because it was a cross. They won the first ball, and then they won the second ball inside our box. And there was nobody near at both of them, which for me was something wrong. And it happened in the first half many, many times where there is a 50-50 or there is a 60-40 where Gambia has the better chance to win the ball. But Senegal put in a little bit more effort and then they win the ball. And that was happening. I don't know if we had complex that we were playing against Senegal, that we give them that respect too much, that we were not, stepping in on their faces and things like that, which kind of affected us. That's why I was very disappointed with the second. And the first goal, of course, the goalkeeper made a little bit of mistake. He had an exceptional tournament, but yeah, come on. If you are a goalkeeper and you step out of your line, you gotta win the ball. If you don't win, if you're not gonna win it, it was 2 goals that we considered that could have been avoided. We have Coach Che back, and I will give him the floor to give us his general reaction before xam naa ne dina bëgg a taga mbokkaay mi Sénégalais yi yooyu noonu suñ mbokkaay ñun ñëpp suñ mbokkaay at the end of the day, but mooy loolu daal. Coach Che, we lost you earlier, but you are back. Nu fa demee, you wanna give your reaction on the game generally?
Chama, comme ko waxee rek internet bi la moo demoon moo tax.
Yeah.
2 things rek lañ ñàkkee match bi, analysis and also simplicity. su ma nee loolu mooy Gambia ñun Chama dañ lag behind in football still now, because like it's about time we introduce analysis department in our football. Because it's key going forward. You have to analyze your opponent. You have to know their strength and their weaknesses. Okay? So that you can exploit them and nullify them. That's part of game preparation. It's part of pre-match preparations. Okay, because soo xoolee mbir bi Sénégal dañ ñu analyse seeti ñu xam nga sax xam ñu naka lan mooy suñu doole ak lan lañ mënut. dañ ñëw rek xam nga play a very simple 4-4-2 basic football la ngay play with us, very simple. amu ci benn problème amu ci benn coono. Old school football la ngay play xam nga if they have the ball, they play it wide, they put in crosses, they head in, they attack the ball. That's how they score the first goal. You understand? If they lose the ball, they all go behind the ball and congest the midfield, forcing us to play wide. You understand? Creating gaps between our midfield and the attack, and also our wide players for them to stay wide, not to connect with our striker. That's why there were so many holes in between our players, especially our front players. Understand? So then again, it also shows you that the levels are not the same. Senegal, we are just close to them, but to be honest, they are far ahead of us in football. But it's normal. If you know Senegal and you see the investment that they've invested in football, it will not lie. Football does not lie. You understand? Munulo jim malo mais danga go ba dugub. It's impossible. Senegal knows the value of football. That's why they're investing in football. So the GFF are trying. In fact, they've tried. For place Agafi. No politics, all politics aside, but let's be realistic. They have done a good job, especially with this young team. So by Fugai Jugi, Fugai Asili Tay, Dega GFF playing a very, very important role. But do also they were filter down, they were in the new structures. Come analyst department, then go set up. In the I train as a new train team sheet. Like say like man, like new def Cosby. It's important. Although season code.
It's apparently I think we have lost Coach Che again, Seydou. But looking back at the game, yes, again I said 2-0. Like I think you pointed out that chances were far and few and far between. Gambia did not create any chance of note, to be honest. I cannot remember. Okay, maybe one where Adam Obojang almost got the ball, and then the goalkeeper, I think he caught the goalkeeper a little bit. The goalkeeper, it was after 2-0, but he did not get at the end of that pass. I think was it Kajali who squared the ball? There was a diagonal ball played on the right, and then Kajali squared the ball, but Adam Obojang failed. He didn't get to the ball. I think that was the closest we came to goal. Other than that, I saw we had a lot of set pieces in that game. A lot of good positional set pieces play. But there was not, like, we did not make use of them. I'm very disappointed about that too, because I would have expected us to work on that a little bit. But if I watch the game, if I'm being honest, I feel we did not work enough on our set plays. Even though we scored some goals on set play, Silva scored some. Moses scored a very good goal against Sudan, from a corner kick. But if you watch that game in isolation against Senegal, if you watch only that game, you will think that, is this team really working on their set plays? Because we had a lot of them, and then we wasted all of them. What do you think of that?
Well, overall, I would say that if you Gambia did well in playing, but as Chase said, football now teams depend on your weaknesses most of the time. So I'm sure that Senegal have 1 week of preparation to look at Gambia teams, and they will be looking at us all the time. This is what our strengths are, and this is our weaknesses are. And they know the quality of the players we have, and there are moments. Where did they get their moments from? So I believe that they must have closed. I will not say this is. I was Senegal game. This was not their best game, because most of their goals they score from open play. I feel like they give that respect to the Gambia, but they also know that this is a final. You cannot have everything. We have to be precise. We have to find few situations to match against Gambia. So I think that's what they did. So Gambia were just playing as us, which is not bad, but we are not able to exploit Senegalese mistakes, and I think that was the side on the game.
Yeah. That's true. Coach, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, sorry, I'm having problem with my connection.
Yeah,
that's right. But in a nutshell, Chama, there's also one thing that I observe between both teams. Gambia, they were playing for the occasion.
Yeah.
Unlike Senegal, they came to play a final. That's why they played a very, very simple and basic football. Just as I mentioned earlier on, they played an old school 4-4-2. You understand? Because they know that because they don't forget we played with Senegal 2 times. I think less than 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Or 8 months ago.
Yeah.
They know us very well.
August, September, less than 6 months ago. Oh, 8 months, less than 8 months, yeah.
They know what we can do. They know our strength and they know our weakness. That's why I'm insisting of analysis. They've analyzed us.
Very
you understand?
Well.
They know that if they want to expose and play expansive football, we might destroy them. So what they did, they know that physically they are better than us.
Exactly.
You understand? They have more physical presence than us. So what they just did, they just closed the game. You understand? Just as I mentioned earlier, they played a very simple football. Close the game. If you have the ball, let's play it wide, attack the box, and you put in a cross. If you lose the ball, no need to press. Let's just go behind the ball and wait for them. That's why you see Moses and our captain Sen. They had a lot of the ball.
Yeah.
Because Senegalese leave the ball with the Ghanaian players, especially defenders.
They are okay.
They stay compact around the midfield area. You understand? They create that gap between our midfield and our attack. You understand? That's why I was also disappointed with the performance of 2 players, especially two, Bailoba and also Jiva.
Yeah.
Especially Jiva.
Mm-hmm.
Jiva, the way he was playing Chama, to be honest, I just don't like the way he played.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the way Tiangete also used to play, which I don't like. Since when I was a child, I never liked that kind of football from a midfielder.
Mm-hmm.
Playing square passes, passing the ball to the central defender, going to his feet to call the ball again, give it to the right back or left back, collecting from him,
Just
collecting from him too.
getting the passing
And
numbers, right?
exactly, it doesn't out of. You have to progress with the ball.
Progressive
Play
play, yeah.
forward. Understand? Take risk. But playing that way, Chama, even me, weighing 130 kilos, Chama, I can still do that.
Yeah,
In the highest
I
level,
know.
I mean.
Yeah, but coach, I wanted to point something. I think you said about the physicality. They were better than us, and I think it was a game of man per man, like 1v1. It was all about 1v1 duels. Their strikers go to our defenders 1v1. Our wingers, Kajali and what is his name, Marong, 1v1 with their fullbacks, and all these individual battles, we lost them. And most of our balls was going to the left with to Marong. But whenever like the Senegalese number 8, I cannot remember his name very well. He won every.
Amadou, Amadou,
He
Amadou
should
Diop.
have get in my opinion, he should have get man of the match. Other than I don't know who they
Yes,
give it to.
yes, for
Because
real,
he won
for
every
real.
single 1v1 with that guy. Every single 1v1. Maron cannot even go past him once. Which is, and most of our boys in the second half, coach saw that. I was happy with that. Coach saw that, and then he switched. And what is his name? Kajali moved to the left wing, and then play like a orthodox left winger. And then Marong went to the right, and then immediately we started creating. From there, like we started winning fouls from him, and then later he got the yellow card, that number 8. But another thing too was our set pieces, coach. The number of set pieces that we have in promising positions. And like you mentioned, Jiba, his play, but I was also very disappointed with the way he conducted himself in our set
He
plays.
wasted our figures.
He took all
He
of
wasted
them,
our, he wasted our figures.
but he wasted
Yeah,
all of them.
yeah,
I don't like to single it out, but at the end of the day, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, yeah. Chama, you made mention of Amadou Diop and the battle between him and Maroc.
Yeah,
Chama, that's why I said Senegalese football or Senegalese in fact they are way ahead of us because you know what the tactic that they implement yesterday was whenever Ahmad is going against Morom, what he forced him to do is make sure that he's always behind him.
yeah,
He doesn't try to allow him to turn and face him. That's one. Secondly, he also make the best use of another defender, which is the throw line.
yeah.
Most of us here we don't know that the throw line is also a defender.
Mm-hmm. Because you're gonna go
You
outside.
understand?
Yeah,
He always force him towards the throw line. You understand? And make sure that he's right behind him. Whenever he turns, he'll be on him.
intercept
Whenever he,
and
he, he
he
goes
blocks.
he goes sideways, he'll go to the throw line.
Yeah,
So the only option he has is to go backwards. So that was also a tactical move by Malik, the Senegal's Malik Daf.
yeah,
That's why I said Senegalese they did their homework.
very well.
They analyze they analyze Gambia. You understand? They know how to play with us. That's why they just as Sirius mentioned, it was not their best game, but for me, it was it, it was
It
it
was a
was
perfect game.
an easy game for them.
A perfect
Yeah,
game
it
for
was an
me, in my
easy
opinion.
game for them.
Because you
Yeah,
created enough chances to win the game, and then you stop your opponent from creating chances. That is like you don't need to win 5-0 or 10-0, at the end of the day. And yeah,
and
but
they make sure that Chama, do you know that they are to I haven't seen Gambia make any how to call it play in zone 14,
yeah,
which is the most dangerous zone. You understand? They have Gambia could not play around that zone. Senegal always force us to play wide
yeah,
or backwards.
yeah,
You
definitely,
understand? Whenever,
definitely.
yeah. So to me, that Chama, for me, the boys, to be honest, they are winners. To be honest,
No, no,
because
definitely,
they
definitely.
progress.
Daniel, I think we have spent a lot of time talking about the inside outside of the game. I think we should also really shed some light on their their journey, and then because they have made the whole country proud. To be honest, I'm really proud. It's just we are doing some analytical things because I'm sitting with two coaches. So what do you expect? We have to delve into the tactical things and technical things. But also you mentioned something, zone 14. I know maybe some of the listeners will not understand what it means. What is zone 14? Because maybe some of them are just laymen or something like that. By the way, it just means in front of the penalty area, like the D area, just in front of that area to play in that zone. So that's what Coach Che was referring to. But let's talk about the boys now. This is the first time Gambia have reached the finals of the African Cup of Nations under 20s. Last year, like I say, last year we were in the African Cup of Nations quarterfinals with our senior team. So to do this in 2 years for Gambian football, it is massive. Like Coach Che said, GFF really they need a little bit. We need to praise them for this because they have put it. But also the boys, the team, I think they have been massive. Finishing second in the WAFU and now finishing second in the African Cup of Nations to the same team, which is the best team in Africa. Like they are really good, to be honest. Coach Seidu, what do you
Yeah.
what will you have to say to this team? What is your take on them?
Yeah, for me, as you said, there's a lot of blocks that you could praise, and then you could be thankful from the FA to the local coaches, to the players, to everybody. The only thing I could say that this should be a start for us. This shows how people are interested in football, and we could take it from here. And it's good. We have these options. It's good. We have this achievements. But we know that we could go far, and I'm really happy with the players because I know where they are from, and they never take excuses for not going far. I think if the players could show this hunger, I think we can support them a lot in all departments to fulfill their potential. I'm really impressed with the players side here because everybody know how these players come up, what they live, the things that they face, the obstacles, but they never let those things define them. So obviously, if they get to this level with very, very limited resources, I feel if we could add a little bit, and they could really make us more proud than this.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Coach, now what is next? We have the World Cup to look forward to in May, which is just next 2 months, I would say. So what do you think is next for this team? And what should we do?
Reset.
Mm-hmm.
Simple. You don't need to change anything. You just need to learn and improve.
Yeah.
You understand? Because for me, the boys have won because football is all about progress. You understand? we finished the last AFCON. This time around we finished second. That means we are evolving. We are progressing.
Definitely.
You understand? But I'm appealing to the federation. Football is a continuous process. Let them not change this setup.
Yeah.
Because it happened. We had a very good setup in 2005, going to 2007, and they messed up. Not them, but the people in charge by then,
Yeah.
the FF, they messed up. Let them try and keep these boys together. You understand? The last team that was coached by Matar Bush, and also this current one, Chama. They have to keep them. They should all be in their database to be seeing their progress. They should also even help them have good teams abroad. It's key. It's very important, Chama. It's very, very important.
Yeah.
To make sure that they are all in the system. You understand? And they need to also help teams in the country because don't forget all these players were coached by Seidu, me myself, because there's a player there who I also coach briefly, Bailoba. You understand? The Seidu's captain is also on the bench, Lama. You understand? So all those players are all from this. From most of them are from the league here, from the league. So they need to help the teams to facilitate them to acquire more knowledge. You understand? To expose them in modern day football facilities that they can use to improve. Very important.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, ahead of the World Cup, they should maybe prepare a camp somewhere close by to Indonesia to get themselves ready for that competition. And I'm sure if they go there too, they will make us really, really proud. But now let's look at our neighbors, who we aspire to catch. that is Senegal. They are the champions. And ngacha ngalama suñ mbokki Sénégalais si. African champions, African Chan champions, African Under 20 champions within the space of 1 year, I would say. Yeah, within the give or take, within the space of 1 year. These are the three, among the three biggest competition in CAF for nations. So Senegal are the defending champions for each and every single one of them. Three of them, rather. Big congratulations to them. Big performance. Played a whole competition. Win every single game. Conceded 0 goals. Like, that is a perfect tournament for a team. Like, I cannot imagine, I cannot remember any team at any level of football that performed to this level that Senegal did in terms of results, because you win every game, you did not concede any goal in a competition. That is really, really big. Coach, sa mbokk yi lan nga am pour doyul gaay yi ñu doon dóor daala nag maa ngi dugg gis gaay seen biir dressing room bi di wone Gambia ne leen rey balaa seen muy yooyu xam nga gaay rek may ne waaye mooy loolu waaye dëgga jàmbaar leen.
Caama mooy lu ma la waxoon rek football du fen Caama mënuloo dépense 10 millions kuy dépense soo 10 millions Caama ak kuy dépense soo $1,000 mënut a nekk benn seen lekk yi du nekk benn seen dëkkuwaay du nekk benn Sénégal waxoon naa ko de already fii may la Sénégal gox boo dem dafa bëri ay academies Sénégal they invest a lot in youth football in academy yow xam nga ne man du ma jëg Sénégal yow xam nga man xam naa lekk Sénégal understand te Caama dañu war a bàyyi sagu bi ñun Gambie dañu war a bàyyi sagu bi dem di roy ci Sénégal ñooñu raw nañ ko accept Sénégal lu nga achieve ni tey yëpp gisoon nañ ko because mu noon xeeñ ñaata yoon Sénégal ñu ngi dem finance for the past youth years yëpp youth competition yëpp Sénégal dañ dem compete not only on continental level but even world level they are competing.
Olympics and all those things.
Understand? So now mu ngi pay off winning all competition, beach football, how to call it, female football, under 20, Chama, but national team be winning everything. So we should try and emulate them. You understand? When we were winning the general categories, they came here. They studied what we were doing. They take it back to Senegal, but they know that li amul much. Understand? Guide them change strategy. Use the bottom top approach, the bottom top approach, because for us we were using the top bottom approach. They use the bottom top approach. It was very painful for them. It was very painful. But now anamu léegi ñu ngi wax ne ñoom léegi dañ doyal si COP Sénégal ñoom suur nañ si COP fan yi maa ngi dégg gars yi ko wax ñoom dañ doyal léegi comme bu ñëw sax ñoom duñ demande understand so ñun tamit am nga dañu war a try roy si ñoom te Caama sori wuñ de Gambie ak Sénégal sori wante wuñ
not at all
sori wante wuñ de the only difference rek mooy Sénégalais yi dañ jiital seen réew jiitaluñ seen bopp dañ jiital seen réew loolu nag wax la laaj wax la dafa laaj déggin Caama understand nga Sénégalais ko ku nekk rek dafa bugg lu baax Gambie bugg lu baax de waaye Gambie bugg lu baax pour boppam waaye Sénégalais dafa xajaane réewam Sénégal dafa bugg lu baax pour réewam so ñun tamit suñu leader si noonu lañ war di xalaatee indi lu baax pour Gambia Gambia nga de gis koo xam ne mu ngi improve am di use the modern technology understand modern way of coaching ñu naan dafa mën a garaaw dafa koy fi tubaab Gambia rek loolu de Sénégal soo ñëwee use loolu noonu dañ laa tegee boor dañu ne yow prengolo use old system duñ la faale sax we must evolve understand we must evolve te loolu is a challenge for us me Seydou and the likes we have to change the narrative we have to change the game Seydou knows every time I tell him that Seydou lu mu yàgga football ñun ñoo ko amee so we have to change the narratives we should not continue what was here. You understand? We should emulate those on top and try to filter it down to our system. Although do not dictate but at least you in nanka and we try to improvise it with what we have here.
Yeah.
So dinga tenga la Senegal rek chama amare bu baña gulo way fofu non dalen well deserve nostanga bonne continuation waaw waaye xam leen ñu ngi ñëw de waaye ñu seen gannaaw di ñëw
Well, you get
So we-
you get just take some baby steps, but we are coming. We are getting close. We are getting close. Like I say, it could have been Gambia playing the perfect tournament if the resource was the other way around, right? So we are getting there, but then we have to look up to them and then try to learn from them, and then we can take it from there. But now let's look at the tournament in detail. The best player of the tournament was Lamin Kamara. I think he's a very combative midfielder in the middle. You can always feel his presence. He had an exceptional tournament in the semifinals. He got a couple of goals, and I think that kind of suit him because it could have been many candidates in that Senegal team to be the player of the tournament. To be honest, but I think he looks like a special player, coach. What did you make of Lamin Kamara's tournament?
Chama the front continent because he had a very very good tournament in the CHAN.
Yeah.
He and Jalo, they are number 19.
Mm-hmm.
They all played in the CHAN competition. And they were also key players, you understand? So they brought in that winning mentality, that confidence, you understand, in them. So Mota, it was not a surprise when they named him the player of the tournament.
Yeah.
It was just a continuity for him because if you look at the scale, CHAN is higher than under 20.
Yeah.
You understand? And if you can break through the CHAN, come on, you'll have it easier in the other 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's more difficult in the CHAN than in the other 20s.
Yeah.
So Ngache Galamo, they deserve it. And Chama, let me tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Which I always tell my players, even before we started this league, I told them that there's one thing that makes a team the best team.
Yeah.
It's individual performance, individual achievement. Because we all know that football is a collective game, but it is played by different players.
Yeah.
Who plays in different departments. So each and everyone should give their all. You understand? Let the goalkeeper be the best goalkeeper and the defender be the best defenders by not conceding goals or conceding fewer goals.
Yeah.
Okay? Let the attacking players know that they should assist and create chances and also score goals. Let them go for that. Let them go for it individually. You understand?
Yeah.
All the departments, you have to try to be the best in whatever you do.
Yeah.
If you bring that collectively, then for sure the team will achieve. The team will be the best team. Because if you have the best department, Chama,
yeah,
it's just like a government. If every department is doing what they are supposed to do, we'll have the best government.
Yeah.
Football is also like that. If every department is given 100%, Chama, at the end of the day, we win the competition. Just like Senegal, leading goal scorer, best goalkeeper.
Yeah.
They haven't conceded any goal. They've got the most goals. They have the best player. What was the outcome? Or what was the outcome? The trophy.
Yeah, definitely.
Undoubtedly. Undisputed champions.
Undisputed, definitely. And the top scorer, like you say, was Papa Diop, Demba, like as they call him. He was very impressive in the competition. Surprisingly, he spends most of his time. He's a midfielder, right? And then he's scoring hat tricks. Where is this kid going? Coach Edu, what did you make of Papa Diop? I think he is a worthy player of the tournament. Of course, somebody is going to get it at the end of the day. Maybe they don't want to give the same player the top scorer and the player of the tournament, but he's a worthy player of the tournament. He had an exceptional tournament. What did you make of his tournament, Papa Diop? Seydou?
Yeah, I will pick up from what Chase said. Football, individual quality is and responsibility is very important in football nowadays.
Yeah.
Because like he said, the goalkeeper has to make sure that he is the best. The defenders have to make sure that they are the best, and the midfielders and the strikers they have to make sure that they are the best. For me, all the players in Senegal lineup they have to be the best player because they score goals every game and they didn't concede every game. So that's just the true description of youth football. you have to show individuals. You have to individual footballers have to be seen, because overall you are also marketing them, because when they go to different teams now, different countries, different tactics and other things. But one thing that never changes: your responsibility. Defenders, you have to do your job. Strikers, you have to do your job. So if they can try to score goals, which is very positive, I think it's a good boss. Which I think Gambia did this before the final, which I think we should congratulate our boys and our coaches for. But as you said, the striker was. I love one thing about him. He is never standing, and he's always finding spaces where to go. He's always finding spaces where to go. If you see the goal he scored against Tunisia, that was where he is. He's in a tight space. The ball was going around, but he's moving until he has a ball on his side. So I think that he has he has this attacker's mindset, and I think that he will grow from here.
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, the goalkeeper of the tournament was Landing Baji. Their goalkeeper, 0 goals conceded. Of course, it can only be him. Even though he was not tested a lot, but definitely, if you don't concede goal, you gotta be the best goalkeeper. And the defenders are there, like you say. The defenders could also claim, okay, we were the best because we did not give away any chance. So at the end of the day, all the individual battles they face in the competition, they won. Every single player should feel, okay, I should have been the best player. Like I was talking about the number 8 who kind of pocketed our Marong. He pocketed him because he did not go past him. If you play like that in a game of this magnitude and then you end up not even getting the player of the match, I think it's just the team was just superb. Like they were a perfect team. And Ngachengalama to Team Senegal. That was a perfect competition they have played in this youth competition. And hopefully we will see these players along with the Gambian players in very important clubs in Europe soon. And finally, the fair play team, which is of course which is a very important aspect of football. Fair play goes to Nigeria. Because usually I think they are the team that gets the least number of cards and stuff like that. And they also finished third in the competition. They, along with Gambia, Tunisia, and Senegal, are all going to represent Africa. So we'll be supporting all these teams that will be playing in the Under-20 World Cup. So kudos to Nigeria for being the fair play team of the competition. Now we will move to our next topic, which is the JFF leagues. And we will start with our first division. This week, it's going to be round 11 of games. Already, there are 4 games that are played. Birkama United draw 1-1 with PSV Wellingara. Falcons, they won against Hawks yesterday, which shoot them to the top of the table. Steve Biko, they drew 2-2 with Fortune. Wa Banjul won against your boys, Team Rhino, 1-0. What happened there? But and then there's some games for today. Banjul versus Real de Banjul. Banjul United versus Real de Banjul, which is a Banjul derby. Gamtel versus Armed Forces. Greater tomorrow will play Walidan, but that game has been postponed. I don't know the reasons. Maybe you guys can help me with why. And Samga, they play Marimo. Falcons at the top of the leagues. I did not see that one coming. I was not really seeing them, but they are at the top of the league. Of course, they play 1 game more than Real de Banjul, Walidan. So, yeah. Team Rhino, we will start with your team, Seydou. What happened in your game against Wa Banjul?
Well, I feel like as normal, the way Gambian League is, some of the time chances are very limited, and most of the time when the teams go first than you, and then they are not in good shape, so that's it. They will do anything to just get the points. But I feel like we did well. We are just unfortunate that we couldn't score goals. That was our situation at this moment. But credits to Wabanju. They did well. They won for the first time in many games, and so I think that was the issue there.
Definitely. But you guys are in a not in the position you want to be, but coming from second division into the first division, and then you are kind of in mid-table. I think it's a good position. Looking at the table, we have Falcons on 22 points, Real de Banjul 21 points, Walidan 19 points, and Marimo 18 points. That is the top 4. And looking at the bottom, we have Hawks, Boise Chei, I don't know what happened. PSV Wellingara, Wa Banjul, and Greater Tomorrow at the bottom of the league. Now let's move into the second division table. BK Milan, they continue to set the pace there with 22 points. But TMT FC, they are very close to them with 21 points. And BST Galaxy, they are also on 21 points. And the next team is Immigrations with 17 points. So yeah, that is how the second division league is looking at the moment. And next, the female leagues, Red Scorpions. Of course, they are like the top team in the female leagues. They have completely started with on fire with 3 games, 3 wins, 9 points at the top. Bere Willing are second with 6 points. Joswang United third with 4 points. Koita FC fourth with 4 points. And then you look at the second division, Greater Tomorrow and Kintis. They are at the top with 7 points each. Prisons 6 points. Birkama at fourth with 8 points. That is how the female leagues are looking. And finally, we will move borders and then look at our foreign-based players. And we will start in Italy and start with Musa Baro. Of course, Laka Baro, yesterday he was playing with Lazio. They drew 0-0 and he played the whole game. But he was he had a very good impact on that game. He played very well. The coach later said, Musa played a great game. He is a fantastic striker. He is quality. He gives depth and he presses with the team. I'm just reading from Fode Mane on Twitter, who's also a journalist, follows Gambian football very well. Mentioned that Lakabaro, he haven't had the best of seasons, of course, this year, which is a bit worrying because we are going into our next qualifiers, but he still have 2 goals and 2 assists in the league. But it's good to see that the coach, as big as Thiago Motta is giving him all the praise that he needs. And he was very happy to keep him in the transfer window because there were rumors that he could have moved out. Coach, sa waji Lakabaro, mi ngi applaudissé from coach ambi. Nu fa demee?
Wow, Chama, officer nag he's coming, he's trying, mga ñëwaat, understand that. Mga pick out from nanka. But Chama, Gambia moo néew ta waxee.
Yeah.
Te man li ma bëgg a wax si Laka Baro, moo ko waxee fii, dëkk bi ñëpp nga ñam, ñëpp amee ma.
Waaw.
Te li ma bëgg a wax, te li ma war a wax su ma ko waxee tamit mooy dëgga. Chama, mooy dëgga. Laka Baro, dañ ko doon séntu fu gën a sori fii at this moment.
Definitely.
dëgg la si diggante bi am na ay injuries kenn bañut loolu ba dama bi ne Laka ñu ko jege dañ ko war a gën a waxal gën ko motivate gën ko push parce que Laka before competition bi he was in a good form.
Yeah.
bu dem si competition am a very very good tournament.
Yeah.
ba nit ñi di ko laam-laamee among the best players tournament bi Chama foogoon nañu Laka su ñëwee dafa continuer with that form that trend.
Yeah.
mu dem si kanam pour man ku ma wax ne Laka Baro this summer bu nekk one of the players yu gën a yu teams yu gën a hitoo si market bi dama leen ne déedéet. But realistically he has not played or performed to expectation.
Yeah, I agree.
Laka Baro every 10 games Chama only ñaari match la dee doxal well. Let's be realistic Chama buñ laam-laamee I have nothing against him. In fact I love him to death.
Yeah.
But if you sit here we have to be realistic. I'm a coach.
Yeah.
If I was coaching Laka I would tell him the same thing. Privately. Manako Musa, you have all the potentials, you have all the credentials to be the best or among the best. But you have to do it for yourself. It has to be in you to prove your worth. We can just train you, tell you do this, do that. But everything has to be you. Do everything for yourself. Musa dafa di curious game.
Yeah.
Because Musa ndami Gambia. Musa ñun suñ ndam la ñun ñu jóge Hawks. Understand? So man monsieur bi su ko gisee man ko aagali bañu ma ko yàlla buñ ko bañ dañ ko bugga waaye dafa ni pour improve boppam xaw ma luy problème bi de tu xaw ma luy problème bi de ba dëgg Musa fi nga nekkoon ba dëgg ne la nga dem down. You need to go back there. You need to bring the numbers should be up there. Even su fekkee mun loo dem further but maintain
the level.
Maintain ko but da nga dem down Musa.
Yeah,
so
2 goals, 2 assists this season is really for a striker. It's not something to be
ñu la ñaanal wastanga ya dafa la jaama xam nga but challenge yourself. Don't challenge anyone. Don't compete anyone. Challenge yourself. go one step ahead of what you have done.
I agree with you. Coach Seydou, do you want to add anything on that?
Yeah, as he says that yeah, Gambia, we are always like, if somebody wants to talk to someone in a hard way, we feel like that the person is insane or bad. But I feel like, yeah, our players are a bit relaxed. Though yeah, me, I'm young, so I don't kind of, I'm dealing more of with the young players. So, but I tell the young players the truth. I feel like players need to hear the truth, and then they need to know. But what I see most of the time in the game, the people only want to tell you what you want to hear rather than what you need to hear. Yeah. And I think yeah, players need to start listening to constructive criticism, which we can get them further. Because as Chia said, it's very important. He's not competing with anyone. He's competing with himself. Because the age he is, until football, until you are 30, you should be going up and up and up. So when you are at 31, people can understand you are aging or stuff like that. But once you are at 26, 27, 28, you need to be growing. That's what keeps Sadio Mane going. That's what keeps Mo Salah going. That's what keeps all the greats going. That's how OCM is going on. But for us, our Gambian players, before 28 or stuff like that, one good season, then we have on and off on the gym. I think that doesn't help too much. So
yeah. We need to raise our mentality a little bit. I cannot agree more. But like I said, it is positive to see that the coach is quite optimistic about him. He's giving him the 90 minutes, and then he feel his quality. Hopefully, Thiago Motta will help him, raise his game, because Thiago Motta is also relatively new with Bologna. He was not there for a long time, so maybe that could work for him. Next, we will look at Alassane Mane. He won the Player of the Month for his team Odense, and which is a big feat. He has been doing really well. Coach know this player very well. It's nice to see him getting the accolades, Coach.
Yeah, definitely. We are very happy for him. He's a good bowler. You understand? He also is one of those players that went down the ladder. Because could you imagine, he was in Barcelona, bro. Mm-hmm. He trained with Messi. He trained with these great players that are playing in Europe. Yeah. Ricky Puig, these young players in Barcelona who won the Golden Ball. Both of them, what's their name again?
Gavi and Pedri.
Pedri and what's the other guy? Gavi,
yeah.
They were all behind him. They watch him play. He was in the Messiah, Barcelona's youth team. No, Chama, this is not life matter. This is serious, Chama. Chama, I think it's about time us Gambian and our players, they need to sit and reflect.
Yeah.
You understand? They should have a correct career plan. They should try and progress. Instead, they are just going down the ladder, which I cannot understand. What is the problem, Chama? To me, it has nothing to do with the physicality or the performance. To me, I think it has to do solely mental strength. Mm-hmm. You understand? Some used to say that Gambian players they change the currency very early. If you know what I mean. So you feel correct. I'm fair up dollar, euro, pounds. You go with check. Mu nekk ay millions. Am benn kër ñaari moto rek. ñoom pour ñoom àdduna foofu la em.
Yeah.
You understand? But I think we have to change the mindset.
Yeah, we need to progress. You need to have this elite mentality. Like he mentioned, Sadio Mane and Salah, these are two good players to look up to in Africa, who keeps going, like keep doing it every single, like keep doing it. You know, Bro, we have the talent.
Look at Osimhen.
Yeah.
Osimhen was a flop at Wolfsburg.
Yeah.
Or Bremen, rather.
Yeah.
And he had a very good tournament during his time at the under 17. But he was a flop. Look at him now. He's the hottest striker in Europe.
In Europe, definitely. In the world, of course.
You understand? It's all about hard work. Look how he plays. Look his determination. His hunger.
Yeah.
It's all about the head. It's good to see our players winning accolades. You understand? But for Moro, this should have been in Barcelona. That's where I was expecting him to win such accolades, not in Denmark.
Well,
You understand? Don't let them not get me wrong. I'm
yeah.
not criticizing him. You understand? I'm just saying what is real. He is too good to be played in Dennis League. Chama. He is too good to be played in Dennis League. Chama, if I played with Messi, or I even played with Messi, Chama. Come on, Chama. No,
Yeah, but
I will do it. So.
yeah, definitely. So yeah, hopefully it continues, and then maybe he will take more steps in the right direction going forward. And then another positive news is seeing Ibrahim Dabo. Um, he was very crucial for Gambia in the AFCON, and he's a big Gambian player because he's playing for one of the biggest club in the world, being coached by one of the biggest coaches in the world. So, but after the AFCON, he had some setbacks, which was a very bad injury, and now finally he's back with the squad training. So it is beautiful to see that. Coach Seidu, what do you want to say about this?
Yeah, I feel like So he has a good AFCON, and last year they won the
European Conference.
The Conference Cup, and also so he's under a manager who really believes in African players, who really believe in winning. So it's up to him to grab the opportunity. Nobody can tell him Roma better than him because he's been there for so long now. Maybe one of the oldest players in the club who was there for a long time. So he knows the inside out of Roma, what is expected of them. So they believe in him. He's from their ranks, so he understands the culture. So I believe it's up to him. He has the platform. Though injuries sometimes can change the situation, and I'm sure that they are professional. They understand that the platform is for him. Is if he really fight, I think he has a chance there.
Yeah, I cannot agree more. It's good to see him back in training. So hopefully, the injuries are behind him now, and he can start taking steps. And hopefully, he will be available when we need him to help the Gambia team also, especially in our crucial stage of the African Cup of Nations, next African Cup of Nations qualifiers. And another one, Lamin Jallo, Momit, he moved from another Turkish side to a club now in Ankara, which is in the first division of the Turkish league. So it's good to see him making moves. Hopefully, we'll monitor his progress there. And finally, Dembo Dabo, he has started the season with a bang. He has played 2 games with his new team, Astana in Kazakhstan. They are 6 points from 2 games, and he has scored in both games so far. He scored a penalty last game on Thursday. He's top striker. I think he was a very popular topic in on this platform. So it's good to see him getting the headlines again. And I think there are also a few players. Coach Teddy, you want to mention a few players who has done well today or in these last few days?
Yeah, Alisson scored not long ago because I saw him on some status.
Yeah.
Buffalo were uploaded it on his status, and also Space TV, Mr. Kevin, he also uploaded him on his status. So he scored a tap in, a very good goal. Yeah, and Chama, to be honest, our boys are trying, to be honest. But we wish them all the best. Chama, Gambia Mali.
It's gonna be big.
Chama, Gambia Mali.
Mm-hmm.
I said it twice. Do you know why? 2 legs.
2 legs. Back to back.
But we will leave it for another day.
We'll leave for another day, definitely. I think we are expecting to get the squad announced very soon for that games. For those 2 double headers, which will be very big for Gambian football because, like, I think our African Cup of Nations qualifiers depend on those 2 fixtures. Like, what we get there will determine if we are going to make it for the next AFCON or not. So it's gonna be big. It's gonna be massive, and we just hope that our players can get something out of those 2 results. And Coach Sheidu, I think it was a pleasure to have you around today on the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel discussing Gambian football. I am very happy with your insight. I'm very you are very insightful when it comes to the football, and you are an up and coming coach in the Gambian scenery. I'm looking forward to see how you grow into that field, and I wish you all the best on that. But it was a pleasure to have you around. Do you want to say any final words to our listeners?
Yeah, I will just thank the listeners, and I will tell them that we are all here to develop Gambian football. We are all here to see the players move, and this is our passion. This is what we do. So let's just collaborate and then keep working. That's how. And I will just thank you too for opening this platform for discussion, and then keep it up. So the sky is the limit.
Oh,
Thank you so much, and Che also for inviting me here.
Yeah, thank you very much. Coach Che, naka la? Close out affaire bi. Tey
Chama,
yow la because tey yaa am gan.
Chama, I will like to thank Coach Sedu, you understand, for the short notice because he's a very busy man because the league is going and every other week or every 5 days you have to play. So with his tight schedule, he also try to honor the invitation. So coach, thank you for that. And also we are praying for you. I know what you can do. I know where you can go to, and you will go there, inshallah, because I know you, I trust you, and I believe in you. Yeah, just as I always say, we are the future of Gambian football. Let's keep on pushing. You understand?
Yeah.
We will one day achieve our goals. So wishing you all the best. You understand? And I'm saying big thank you from the entire Jollof World Bantaba group. So Seydou, thank you.
Yeah.
Chama, man tam fàtte yere mooy di ndokkeel Laye Bojang suñu coach, di suma mentor,
Yeah.
di suma role model, di ko ñaanal di ko rek gàcce kàllama. def na liggéey bu am solo waaye daal di ko wax rek na challenge boppam na challenge GFF pour ñu gën ko faciliter daal more facilities understand pour improve player performance, improve coach performance, understand, in analyst aspect and also other important aspects, understand.
Yeah.
It's very key. It's very, very key. Yeah, so guys ñëwee rek nañ def seen report bi am activité report bu gars yi jëlee si tournament bi competition bi what they need to improve, what they need to come stop or things like that because in every competition there's positive and there's negative, so they have to work on that before the World Cup because time is against them. So they have to do a quick report, you understand, and we move forward. So the ñaanal ñëpp jaama they want a good opportunity boys ne ngate kalama, you guys have won, you guys are winners, you understand, because you've taken one step ahead, so that means you have achieved a lot for the nation. So we are all behind you and we are expecting the president also to do something for them, you understand, not something crazy but at least do something for them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
and also give it to and also do something for Gambian football.
Yeah.
Starting with our infrastructures. Yeah,
Infrastructure
I'm
is
challenging
very
the government to also do that. If they go there, if they go to meet, if the president give them that how to call it, occasion to meet them, you understand? Let them, one of them should also let the president know that we need to improve our facilities in order to compete with other nations like Senegal.
in terms of levels. It's
So
very important.
that
That is the show today. But Coach Seydou, thank you very much. Like Coach say, very much. We cannot thank you enough. And also, I will tell you now. My team in the Gambia League, because I don't have a team, I don't support any team. I'm more of a Gambian football. I'm now a Team Rhino fan, so I will follow what Team Rhino is doing very well. Because you are the first coach we have here, and I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with what you brought today, and I'm very happy. Yeah. Coach, me and him, we don't have the same team. It's always, if he's someone here, I'm there, ne? So we are rivals. So I cannot support his team. He was Hawks last season. I was so disappointed when Hawks won the league. But now I'm a Team Rhino fan, 100%. So I'm behind you guys. Good luck on this season. And hopefully we will have you again soon. And definitely. And guys, our listeners, there you have it. That was the Gambia Football Show on the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you are new here to help us grow. And we will be back next week, next Sunday, and hopefully we will discuss more about the up and coming game against the back-to-back games against Mali. Until then, guys.